Today it is time to do some research on an email that's going around offering a loan to you with as low as 5% interest. You can even apply if you is blacklisted. In this hair-raising episode, I want to warn you about the dangers of giving your information to strangers. Let's start with an email I received from a so-called company RCS. I received the mail on the 1st of September 2022. Note the email address used to send the mail to me. We will come back to that later. They write that you can get a loan between 7,500 Rand and 30,000 Rand for a period between 12 months and 20 years. Here they already prove their lies in their own email. They only offer loans up to 30,000, but in their chart they offers loan up to 1 million Rand. This is where suspicion already need to be raised. The next point is the interest rate they offer, 5%. It's under the national prime rate. How will they make money? We will come to that. They request three things pre-loan application. First, to fill the form. Second, a copy of your ID. And third, 3 months bank statement. With those three items, they can wreak havoc in your life. It is enough details to destroy you and leave you penniless. Now look at the details. Email address with a mobile phone number for a switchboard number. The address and the registration details is those of the company called RCS in Cape Town. We will come back to that soon. Now the so-called application form. Here you supply them with all your personal details, including a signature from you. Armed with this, your ID number and bank statement, you gave them a mandate to empty your account. They can use that detail to send a money mule to the bank and empty your account. But why will they use a money mule? That will become clear at the end of this episode. Let's have a look at RCS, the legal one. Let's see how you applies for a loan with them. Only basic identification details are required. No sensitive information is needed with the initial communication. They offer loan amounts between 2,000 Rand and 250,000 Rand. Nothing of 1 million Rand at all. Repayment period is between 12 months and 60 months. In other words, 1 year or 5 years. The lowest interest rate available is 15%, and it can go up to 26.5%. So where is the 5% interest? Is it in the scammer's dreams? See also the real contact information at the bottom.
There's been an increase in loan scams as people become financially desperate and see a cheap loan as a way out of a financial crisis. Many of these scamsters pretend to be a legitimate lender and even fraudulently use the registration number of legitimate credit providers to appear authentic. In their email or SMS solicitation, they claim to offer blacklisted people loans and the interest rates offered are ridiculously low. For example, one scam is offering consolidation loans as low as 3.5% per annum. This alone should be a warning sign to any potential borrower. If someone is prepared to lend you money when other institutions are not, and at an even better rate than a prime customer, you need to be asking some serious questions. In all loan scams, the loan provider asks for an upfront payment in order to release the loan. They usually claim it's for legal fees, insurance, or bank costs. Once you have paid, they then ask you to pay another fee you didn't know about. As you are down already several thousand rand and now more desperate than ever, you pay the next amount as well. This continues until you realize that you have been scammed and they just disappear. In some cases, victims who have tried to confront them have been harassed and bullied, and scam artists have even demanded that the victim pay them the value of the full loan, even though the victim has never received a cent. Apart from the ridiculously low interest rates, these scams are very easy to spot, because under the National Credit Act, no credit provider is allowed to ask for upfront fees. So if a lender is suddenly asking you for money in order to give you the loan, walk away immediately and report them to the National Credit Regulator. They may harass you and threaten you with blacklisting, but they cannot do that, and it is just a way to intimidate. If you have already fallen victim, notify your bank. They have a fraud division that cooperates with the other banks. They can take steps to freeze the scamster's account before the money is withdrawn. Go to the police to open a case and get an affidavit. This may be required by your bank and the regulators. Don't be a victim. I am Maya Fisher-French.
Period will be without any consultation. They ask me for the 3-month bank statement, copy of ID or passport, loan amount, cell phone number and my email address. Here the red lights start to flash like I am at a disco. With this information, you will give them the right of way to empty that account. They sent me an email address to send the email to. It's as clear as daylight. It's not the real RCS loan company details. They pushed me to send my details as soon as possible. I decided to learn more about them. This is where they will become the haunted. I asked them to check my documentation before I sent it to them. I gave them a link to Google, but with a twist. The link is doctored to tell me more about them. They fall for the link and I know what I want to know. Guess what? Guess from where they are. Here comes the money mule into play, like I said at the beginning of the video. And here it is, Nigeria, Lagos. After that, they told me it isn't so and later blocked me.